The Crown Prince's Court announced that His Royal Highness the Crown Prince Prime Minister Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa will hold an official visit to the Vatican and Italy. The visit underscores His Royal Highness' unwavering commitment to further strengthening the long-standing ties between Bahrain, the Vatican, as well as enhancing the Bahrain-Italy partnership in support of shared aspirations and interests. His Royal Highness is expected to meet with His Holiness Pope Leo XIV and Italy's President of the Council of Ministers, Giorgia Meloni, as well as other senior officials to explore new opportunities and building upon the multilateral partnership. The representative of His Majesty the King for Humanitarian Work, Youth Affairs and Captain of the Royal Endurance Team, His Highness Sheikh Nasser bin Hamad Al Khalifa, met with the riders of the Royal Endurance Team and the technical and administrative staff following their distinguished participation in the World Youth Championship in Romania, where the team took second and third places, as well as the Best Horse Health Award. His Highness said that these results represent a significant gain for Bahrain endurance and send a clear message that this sport is on a path of development. He wished for the team to achieve further successes in upcoming championships, asserting that the high performance of the riders reflects the spirit of teamwork and determination. Royal Endurance Team Director Dr. Khaled Ahmed Hassan expressed his sincere gratitude and appreciation to His Highness Sheikh Nasser for his strong support, ongoing interest and follow-up on all details, stressing that this support represents the greatest motivation for the team to achieve more results. The riders of the Royal Endurance Team also expressed their deep gratitude to His Highness, noting that this support motivates them to deliver their best performances. The Minister of Foreign Affairs, Dr. Abdulatif bin Rashid Al Zayani, delivered Bahrain's address to the UNGA at its 80th session in New York. The minister said that Bahrain, under the leadership of His Majesty the King and the follow-up of the government headed by His Royal Highness the Crown Prince Prime Minister, is committed to strengthening multilateral cooperation and upholding international law and the principles of the UN.
This 80th session of the General Assembly is convened, with the world facing accelerating transformations and complex challenges, including geopolitical tensions, armed conflicts, climate change, and major political and economic crises, all of which have grave humanitarian repercussions. This situation requires collective efforts to strengthen international solidarity, to enrich dialogue and understanding, and to uphold international law for a brighter future for humanity. In this context, the Kingdom of Bahrain, under the leadership of His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa, and with the support of His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa, reaffirms its commitment to strengthening multilateral cooperation, upholding international law and the principles of the United Nations Charter, and deepening its strategic partnership with the United Nations and its agencies in order to fulfill our shared aspirations for peace, security, and sustainable prosperity.
In a speech to the UN General Assembly, the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Dr. Abdulatif Zayani, also referred to Bahrain's vision under the leadership of His Majesty the King for peace, coexistence, and the constant welcoming of all sincere initiatives for mediation and dialogue. The minister said that Bahrain believes that diplomacy is the only way to achieve peace and stability and to shape a future that next generations can inherit with dignity and hope.
تأتي رؤية مملكة البحرين.
From this standpoint, Bahrain sets forth its vision under the leadership of His Majesty the King for regional and global peace, coexistence, and prosperity. This vision is deeply rooted in our historical and civilizational heritage, our human values, and our balanced diplomatic approach, and is aligned with the principles of the UN Charter and international law. We firmly believe in peace, and that any conflict can only find a lasting solution through direct negotiations, political will, and a spirit of compromise. For this reason, we welcome all sincere initiatives for mediation and dialogue, in the conviction that diplomacy is the only path to end the cycles of death and destruction and to shape a future that future generations can inherit with dignity and hope.
The Minister of Foreign Affairs, Dr. Abdulatif bin Rashid Al Zayani, also reiterated in his speech before the General Assembly Bahrain's pride in its fruitful cooperation with the UN. He noted Bahrain's keenness to share its experience as one of the leading models in reform and sustainable development, modernization of legislation, and a home for tolerance and coexistence, religious freedoms, and humanitarian work.
إن مملكة البحرين تعتز بالتعاون المثمر.
The Kingdom of Bahrain is proud of its fruitful cooperation with the United Nations, reaffirms its commitment to sharing its experience as a leading model of reform and constant development, legislative modernization, and a homeland of tolerance, peaceful coexistence, religious freedom, and humanitarian work. We are proud that reform and development have not been mere slogans, but have become a reality experienced by the Bahraini citizen. Our youth are leading digital innovation, our women are assuming leadership positions, and our society presents a model of coexistence and pluralism. Our government's goal has always been to ensure for our citizens a dignified life in housing, work, education, and health, believing that human dignity is the foundation of national prosperity. This same spirit, we believe, should be the starting point for building a more cooperative and stable region.
We will air the full address of the Kingdom of Bahrain during the 80th session of the UN General Assembly following this bulletin. Kuwait's Crown Prince, His Highness Sheikh Sabah Al Khalid Al Hamad Al Sabah, received the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Dr. Abdulatif bin Rashid Al Zayani, at his residence in New York. The meeting was attended by the Kuwaiti Minister of Foreign Affairs, Abdullah Ali Yahya, and was held on the sidelines of the UNGA. His Highness praised the deep-rooted relations between the two countries and peoples and relayed his greetings to His Majesty the King and to His Royal Highness the Crown Prince Prime Minister, wishing them good health and happiness and for Bahrain continued prosperity. Dr. Zayani conveyed the greetings of His Majesty and His Royal Highness to the Emir of Kuwait, His Highness Sheikh Mash'al Al-Ahmad Al-Jabbar Al-Sabah, and to the Crown Prince of Kuwait, along with their best wishes of continued development and prosperity for the country. The meeting included cordial talks and emphasized the depth of the close relations under the mutual keenness to develop cooperation for the benefit of both nations and peoples. The Minister of Foreign Affairs, Dr. Abdulatif Zayani, met with Syria's Minister of Foreign Affairs and Expatriates, Assad Hassan al-Shibani on the sidelines of the UNGA. The meeting reviewed the distinguished historical brotherly relations, as well as their growth at all levels and ways to enhance them in various fields to serve mutual interests. They also discussed the diligent efforts made by the Syrian leadership to enhance security and stability in Syria, maintain its sovereignty, independence and territorial integrity, and achieve the aspirations of the Syrian people for peace, development and prosperity, while continuing coordination regarding developments in regional and international matters. The Minister of Foreign Affairs, Dr. Abdulatif Zayani, met with UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres and conveyed to him the greetings of His Majesty the King and His Royal Highness the Crown Prince Prime Minister and their wishes for his continued success in these tangible efforts to strengthen international cooperation and achieve the UN goals of establishing the foundations of security, peace and development at international level. Guterres requested the Minister to convey his greetings to His Majesty and His Royal Highness and his wishes for Bahrain's continued growth and prosperity, expressing appreciation for the cooperation between the UN and Bahrain in achieving sustainable development goals. The meeting also discussed joint cooperation and areas of its development in support of Bahrain's efforts to achieve the goals and objectives of the UN. The Minister of Foreign Affairs, Dr. Abdulatif Zayani, met with the President of UNGA, Annalena Baerbock. The Minister conveyed to the President the greetings and congratulations of His Majesty the King and His Royal Highness the Crown Prince Prime Minister on her assuming the presidency of the current session of the Assembly, wishing her success. He praised the constructive role played by the General Assembly in enhancing international cooperation, affirming Bahrain's commitment to strengthening cooperation with the UN to achieve global goals in maintaining security, stability, peace and development. The President welcomed the Minister and expressed her congratulations to Bahrain on its election to the non-permanent member of the Security Council, wishing the Kingdom success in fulfilling its diplomatic and political responsibilities. They also discussed key topics on the UNGA agenda, explored areas of cooperation between the two sides and regional developments. The Minister of Foreign Affairs, Dr. Abdulatif Zayani, met with Singapore's Minister of Foreign Affairs, Dr. Vivian Balakrishnan. They discussed the strong historical relations that are based on mutual respect and appreciation and explored ways to enhance cooperation, exchange support and endorsement in international forums, and increase friendship relations for the benefit of both countries and their peoples. The Minister of Foreign Affairs, Dr. Abdulatif bin Rashid Zayani, met with Germany's Minister of Foreign Affairs, Johann Wadephul. They reviewed the close friendship ties along with frameworks to enhance bilateral cooperation in political, economic and cultural fields and to advance in serving the common interests of both peoples. Views were also exchanged on prominent regional and international issues. The Foreign Minister, Dr. Abdulatif Zayani, met with Slovenia's Deputy Prime Minister, Minister of Foreign and European Affairs, Tanja Fajon. They discussed the friendship and joint cooperation and ways to develop them in political, economic and cultural fields. Both sides also discussed recent regional and international developments. Now, the Bahrain Veterinary Conference and Exhibition 25 has concluded its two-day conference. They discussed veterinary standards and regulations in Bahrain, as well as best practices in healthcare. The Minister of Municipalities Affairs and Agriculture, Engineer Wael Mubarak, said that organizing this event reflects Bahrain's leading position, making it a regional center of excellence and innovation in this field. He praised the participation and discussions during the conference, as well as the insights and recommendations that were presented. The conference highlighted the importance of exchanging experiences and knowledge to enrich national, regional and international efforts and strengthen Bahrain's position as an active center for innovation and knowledge exchange in this vital field. Now, on the occasion of World Tourism Day, the Minister of Tourism, Fatima Al-Sairafi, said that Bahrain is steadily moving towards consolidating its position as a leading tourist destination at regional and international levels. The Minister noted the importance of this global event, which represents an opportunity to highlight the pivotal role of tourism as a bridge for human communication. This occasion also serves as a tool for promoting understanding and peace among peoples, in addition to its vital contribution to supporting the national economy. She said that Bahrain attaches importance to developing tourism in line with sustainable development goals and added that the 22-26 tourism strategy represents an integrated roadmap for developing this sector, highlighting Bahrain's position as a global tourism hub and increasing tourism contribution to GDP. The chief executive of the Bahrain Tourism and Exhibition Authority, Sarah Bouheji, said that World Tourism Day represents an opportunity to highlight national efforts to develop the tourism sector and its contribution to the national economy. She said that this year's theme, Tourism and Sustainable Transformation, reflects the authority's approach to integrating sustainability standards into its project and plans by expanding digital solutions as well as promoting responsible environmental practices at tourist destinations and facilities. She noted the role played by private sector in supporting these efforts by adopting environmentally responsible practices. She said that Bahrain is continuing to promote sustainability in tourism and preserve the environment for future generations through several pillars, including the development of tourism and hotel infrastructure and of marine tourism, while protecting natural resources and the promotion of cultural and heritage tourism. Bahrain joins countries around the world in celebrating World Tourism Day, which this year comes under the theme Tourism and Sustainable Transformation. We have more in this report.
World Tourism Day comes at a time when Bahrain is continuing its constructive efforts to promote the tourism sector in order to consolidate its position as a leading tourist destination at the regional and international levels. Over the past few years, Bahrain has worked to promote the tourism sector by expanding the application of sustainable tourism standards and enhancing the sector's contribution to the national economy. Through specific initiatives in line with the objectives of the 2022-2026 tourism strategy, Bahrain aims to grow tourism projects based on its rich cultural heritage and historical status. Legislation supporting the tourism sector has also been developed, providing a high-end tourism environment suitable for tourists from around the world visiting the kingdom. The tourism sector in Bahrain serves as a bridge to convey the culture of peace, love, and coexistence to the world. Dilmun, Awal, and Tylos, Bahrain has a rich heritage and a civilization full of beauty, history, and authenticity. It is a name that has shone throughout history and caught the attention of the world to see rare monuments and sites of previous cultures, sites that hold secrets and knowledge that have enabled them to become prominent tourist destinations.
The Social Insurance Organization, in collaboration with the Information and E-Government Authority and the National Cybersecurity Center, launched a platform for comprehensive e-services to promote insurance awareness among various segments of society. The platform provides simplified and interactive content that explains insurance rights, obligations, and procedures and allows the public to submit all their inquiries with the aim of preserving services via e-key and explaining information security mechanisms. The platform aims to promote electronic and social security services, support comprehensive digital transformation, and answer all citizens' inquiries. This platform allows users to register for an e-key, view educational slides, and access guidance manuals explaining the procedures, followed by participating entities. This platform attracts all segments of society, including business owners and employees in the public and private sectors, retirees and their eligible family members, and youth entering the job market. The platform will be located at Marasi Gallery until the 1st of October, open daily from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. The Civil Service Bureau, in collaboration with the Information and E-Government Authority, has launched a new update to the Government Employee app, which includes a new service to display detailed performance evaluation results for civil servers for the last 3 years. This update allows users to view performance evaluation results and download reports in PDF format. This update offers a range of services, such as viewing attendance record and submitting requests for late arrival or early departure permits. There is also an administrative reporting service that enables employees and non-employees to submit their reports directly to relevant government agencies. The new services were selected based on the standards of employee needs, making the app one of the agency's main digital channels for providing its services in a flexible and fast way.